All right, so here we have now a new feeling, I like to call it. So what we're doing is like filling up with some different notes or phrases at the end of the compass. So we have the opening like this. Okay, and basically what's happening here? We have the opening. Okay, and this last part, instead of doing with the rasgado, we're doing with the abanico. Okay, now that we're getting better with the technique, remember, if you haven't worked on the abanico, there is all the rasgados chapter, and you should just go over it and practice it a little bit, and then you get into this. So we do the abanico here, thumb. This time we're gonna do thumb, little finger, and index, like this. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 1. So you always, when you do the abanico, it helps to remember where are you finishing, the abanico. Like, am I finishing with the thumb up or with the 2 fingers down? Okay, because sometimes the abanico, you can do an abanico and you have to do several repetitions. So if you have your compass right on your foot and you know where you're finishing, you're gonna get it done. So you don't have to really count like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many times I'm doing the abanico. This happens a lot when you're studying, that you get the abanicos and suddenly you went one extra repetition and you messed it up. So just look for what I'm saying, okay? So thumb up, okay? And from here, we finish with this alzapua. Okay, so we'll do here, this hammer on, then the chords here, going down with the thumb. The thumb goes down and up, okay? We have this closing. Okay. Things to talk about here. First, for this alzapua and for this position, and now I'm playing on what we call in flamenco al aire. Okay, al aire means I'm not using the capo. Okay, when we use the capo, we will say al uno, al dos, al tres, al cuatro. So you see, I'm counting in Spanish. So I'm saying to the 1, to the 2, to the 3. That means, where I'm putting the capo. We don't speak so much about G sharp or A or B. It's not part of the tradition, even though many musicians will know it. Traditionally, it doesn't work like that, okay? So I'm al aire. So what happens here? When you try to do this, okay, you might find a little bit difficult this stretching. So one piece of advice would be to put the capo a little bit down here, so the frets are narrower and the distance are shorter. Like I have my capo, I can just put it here and just do the same thing, okay? Okay, and this will be much easier at the beginning. The idea here is that you loosen up, you relax your left hand. It should be always relaxed, but it's normal that when we start working on something new, we might tie up, the muscles a little bit because you're working on it, and many times we always put more energy than we need. So as you learn the exercise and you get more relaxed, just keep moving your capo down and try the same exercise, and at the end of it, just get back to the open position called al aire in Spanish, okay? And then you just do the thing. Okay? Second thing that we can learn also from this exercise, like many others, is like the closing. We have this cierre, okay? So it's very similar to all the cierres that we're doing, obviously, because it's always the same chord. But pay attention to the different variations that we have in the cierres. Like, at the beginning we were doing something like this. Now we're doing this. Okay, we have 2 different variations. So that's why I'm always saying, try to memorize these exercises. They're not so difficult. And once you memorize 2 or 3, the rest are so similar in a way that it's not so difficult to memorize them all. Later when you play, it's not that you have to recall every exercise, but you can even mix them up if you understand what's happening. Okay, so you have this cierre here. if by any chance you're playing this exercise or this part in a song, you don't remember, you just know that there is a cierre, so you can do any of the cierres that comes to your mind on that moment, okay? Remember that later when we're playing in real life, everything is going to be very organic, very much alive, and we're going to be improvising inside of the codes of flamenco. So you gotta be a little bit smart on that sense, instead of trying to just fix things too much. Fixing things too much in flamenco will not help. All right, it will make you, like, when you miss something, you will be off and you will go blank. All right. So just one last time this exercise and we move on. That will be it.